Hello YouTube, this is Blake Bidick back with another video, and today I'm going to be making a video on my first of a lot of things. I have my phone right here and I'm going to be reading off the list of pretty much a bunch of different questions like my first kiss, my first car, first YouTube video, first Facebook profile picture, a bunch of different random questions of my first time of each thing. And I will be giving you guys my answers. So here we go. First person I subscribed to on YouTube, I want to say it was Custom Grow 420, which you should go check his channel out. He does weed reviews and all kinds of weed strains, hash, a bunch of different things. He's a great guy. You should go check out his channel. What was my first alcoholic drink? I know I'm not 21. I'd have to say it was a Bud Light. Was not that good. I would definitely pick Coors Light over a Bud Light. What was my first job? Not as a real job, but my first kind of job, I guess, would be working with my neighbor and just doing lawn work, just some extra money on the side. My first actual official job was actually working at a restaurant as a dishwasher, which this job was actually shitty just because I had a horrible boss. Well, I guess my boss wasn't that bad. It was the chefs. They kind of just sat there and bitched about everybody, even themselves. They just sat there and complained about everything. So that job was iffy. What was my first car? My first car was a Toyota Camry CE, 4-door, 4-cylinder manual, and I kind of destroyed it because I decided to take it off-road, and I think I was the one that managed to destroy the transaxle. So I actually don't own that car anymore because of 2 speeding tickets. So that was my first car. My second car, I'm hoping to get hopefully another small manual kind of sporty car, or an Enduro or a Honda Rebel. Who was the first person for me to text today? Oh, let me look that up. I think it's the only person. It was my dad. Dad was the first person for me to text today. I'm not on the right. Who was the first person I thought of this morning? Would be my best friend Maya Barton, which we are not currently talking at the moment, but she's my best friend, so I had to think of her this morning. Who's my first grade teacher? My first grade teacher, oh, okay, I remember her name now. Her name was Miss Pavlik. And she was, for grade school, my second hands down favorite teacher ever. Where did I go on my first ride on an airplane? I actually went to Alaska, which I loved a lot. What was my first sleepover? First sleepover at my house, I had my friend James come over, and we actually slept on top of our garage, which was a separate part of our house. And we had the normal garage, and then we had a playroom on top, and me and him stayed up there. And it was actually really fun because I sat there and watched him play Call of Duty Modern Warfare, and he's really good at video games. He beat that game in 45 minutes, which was absolutely impressive. I've never seen anybody beat a game that fast before. I didn't know you could beat any video game in less than an hour, but he managed it on normal. What was the first thing I did this morning? Went to lunch. Woke up, lunch starts at 11, woke up at 11:02. I was like, oh, it's lunch. I'm going to go get something to eat. I'm hungry. So I went to lunch. What was the first concert you ever went to? Ooh, the first actual concert I've been to was Leonard Skinner, and that was in Lincoln City, Oregon, and that was, granted, it was the only concert I've been to, but I know it'll probably be the only and best concert I've ever been to, because that and Creedence Clearwater are my two hands down favorite bands, and I gotta see one of them concerts. I feel pretty good about myself. First broken bone, I'd have to say is my pinky. I've broken that. I think I break my pinky on an average of 5 times a year, just because this year I did it just because I punched a lot of things, because I got mad at a lot of people, so that's mainly how I broke that one. And the first time I actually broke my pinky was, I was on my racing bike, which had grip for racing, not a skate park. So I took my bike at the skate park, and we had this like bowl, this huge bowl thing. I went down in there, and I tried to go up on the side, and my tire slipped because I had no grip. So I fell, hit my hand on the ground, and destroyed my pinky. My first piercing, do not have any piercings. Interesting fact. First foreign country you've gone to. Have not gone to any foreign countries. I would love to though. I would love to travel when I get older and actually get the money to. And the first foreign country I actually want to go to is Czechoslovakia. Don't know a lot about that country, but I love the name, so I want to go there. First movie you remember seeing. Man, that is... First movie, I would have to say this was when I was like, I think 6 or 7, so it probably wasn't the first, but the first one I remember would have to be Pirates of the Caribbean, and we watched that on Christmas Eve. When was my first detention? First detention was probably in kindergarten. I was an extremely bad kid, so I'd have to say first detention, kindergarten. Who was your first roommate? Oh man. Non-college wise, it was my best friend, James Henderson. College wise, I kind of hope this kid isn't watching my YouTube videos, but Jonah Land. Not Jonah Land. Jonah, I don't know his last name though. And he was, let's just say he was a very interesting character when he got drunk and high. Very disturbed man. Needs some help. If you had one wish, what would it be? Man. To have my best friend back. That's my wish. I would wish to go back and make things right, so right now me and my best friend Maya could have a better friendship, and we'd actually be talking now. What was the first sport you were involved in? First sport I was involved in? To be honest, I think it was it was T-ball. The funny thing is, I hate baseball. I absolutely hate baseball with a passion now, because it's too lazy, and all you baseball fans out there are probably me commenting, oh, it's not lazy. Baseball is lazy. Baseball is hands down the laziest sport. Cheerleading is more of a sport than baseball. But yeah, my first sport was T-ball. I'm actually going to go in order. First sport when I was little, in like grade school, baseball. First sport in middle school, I'd have to say it was basketball. What is the first thing you do when you get home? Well, I usually just come to my computer, get on here, check emails, and check YouTube, and look what's been going on. I'm gonna skip that question. Actually, let's say that question for another one. Okay, the fun question tag. When is your birthday? February 19th, 1996. What are three of your favorite colors? My first favorite color ever was baby blue. Second favorite color is pink. Third favorite color would have to be regular blue. And baby blue and regular blue are two different colors. They're two different shades. What are your three favorite quotes? I can't remember what they are off the top of my head, but they're definitely inspirational quotes. Inspirational sport quotes for life. Are you addicted to YouTube? Making videos, I could say possibly yes, which is a surprise because I actually don't like being in front of a camera a lot. And watching YouTube, hell yes. I am hands down addicted to YouTube. What are your favorite three shows on YouTube and TV? On YouTube, I'm not going to get specific. I'm just going to go gaming, regular daily vlogs, and reviews. For TV, Criminal Minds, House, and Family Guy. What are three qualities you like in a best friend? Well, I have two best friends, and I'm going to actually make another video on what I think the difference is between a best friend, a friend, and a person you just know. And three qualities I look for is what both of my best friends have with me, and we both don't talk for a very long time. And when we do talk, it's like we've been talking the whole time that we actually haven't been talking. We're both kindness and loyalty / trustworthy. Those I'm kind of putting in the same category. If you're a really good friend and you're not loyal to me, you're gonna lose my friendship. You're out the door and you're not talking to me again. My two best friends are 100% loyal to me, they're trustworthy, and they're always right there next to my side. So that's what I look for in best friends. Do I like my name? Yes, it is kind of a weird, not really a weird name, just I don't hear it a lot. So when someone does yell Blake, it's like, wait, what? Because I barely hear my name at all. If I had to choose to pick my own name, what would it be? I honestly probably wouldn't change it. If I did change it, I would change it to my birth name, which is Blake McCoy Butler, or Blake Butler McCoy, one of those two. I'm not exactly sure. What makes me cry? A lot of things. Life. What makes me angry? Everything, I guess. Just assholes and people that support Trump, really. So it makes me angry. What makes me happy? Family and my two best friends. Which technically those two best friends would be family to me, so family and friends. And YouTube and fighting forest fires. What are my three favorite snacks? This is gonna sound really bad. Candy. Actually, I'm just gonna put it in categories. Candy, pasta, like Top Ramen would be a snack to me, and ice cream. My three favorite drinks. Tea. I'm just gonna put all tea into one category. Tea, soda, and juice. can I tell you a little about myself? Well, I'm 20. I was born in Portland, Oregon, raised in Wolper, Oregon. I'm adopted. I love cats with a passion. My favorite color is pink. Love my family a lot, even though they piss me off sometimes. Have to love them. Always been there for me. Going to college to become an EMT or a state trooper, forest ranger, or a nurse. Not exactly sure about that yet. Love Mustangs. Not much to explain about myself. I am not that interesting of a guy. What are 10 random facts about me? I don't know. I don't know 10 random facts. What are 3 fun things to do? Run, hike, and hang out with friends while hiking. And I might do one more page as it loads because the school Wi-Fi is crap here. Okay. How did I get one of my scars? I'm actually going to talk about a scar on my arm, which people can't, I don't know, yeah, I can't do that. This scar is funny because every time in grade school when we're about to go out to recess, we eat our food and you have a certain amount of time to eat your food, and then at a certain time they let you go out to recess. So we start lining up, and when that time hits, everybody goes running out the door. And I started to run out the door, and a kid tripped me. And when I landed, my arm landed like that, and I scraped my hand. And I still kind of do this to this day. Instead of letting it heal, I'll pick at scabs. And I started to pick at it. You have to look at it very carefully, and it's actually darker around the red. There's just a dark spot on my arm, and I've actually had some people ask me what that is. I just said it's a really weird scar. How did I celebrate my last birthday? That I do not want to get into details. It was not good. How am I feeling at this moment? On edge, frustrated, kind of relieved because I can make a video, and anxious. How did I do in high school? Alright, I guess. Freshman year went decent. Sophomore year was a little rough. Junior year was a lot rougher because I turned 18, I moved out of my house, and just got into some legal matters that should have never happened. And then senior year, beginning of it was good because of cross country, did good in that. Kind of around the middle, not so good, and then the end part of it after like spring break turned in really good. I moved out of my house again, started to hang out with my best friend Maya, and just the rest of that year went extremely good. So high school overall, I could say went decent. How did I get the shirt I'm wearing? Well, the sweatshirt I'm wearing, I actually went to my bookstore and I bought it. And the gray shirt I'm wearing, my mom gave it to me because I worked... Where did I work? I worked at a hotel last summer and I needed a plain gray shirt. And my mom makes custom tees, so she had a bunch of blank gray tees lying around, so I wore that. How often do I see my best friends? This question, because of the traits I love in my best friends, rarely. My first ever best friend, James Henderson, I saw him in February. Then my second best friend, Maya, I saw her, beginning of Christmas break. I have to say, yeah, the week before Christmas break. How much money did you spend last month? Well, $70, no, $65, somewhere around there. I'm not sure how much money is left on my Amazon card, but I bought a camera, which I'm using right now, and then I bought the 18 Wheels of Steel game bundle edition with all the games in it, and then I bought Halo 1, which you guys will be seeing that game. I will be making some videos and making some more like talking and stuff. How old will I be at my next birthday? 21. My mom's name, Kimberly Biddick. What did I do last weekend? Saturday I was at my aunt's house. I hung out with family. Sunday was Easter, so I hung out with family again and did some Easter stuff, and then came back to college around 7 o'clock at night. What is the most important part of my life? Man, that's family. Family is the most important part of my life. Without family, I wouldn't be here. What would I rather be doing? Hanging out with my best friends. Going on hikes, hanging out, talking, laughing, having a good time is definitely what I'd rather be doing. Or out fighting a forest fire. What did I have for breakfast? Well, I don't have breakfast. I don't like breakfast. So usually for breakfast I have fruit or milk. Most of the times I'll actually have a soda because I'm literally addicted to soda. Right now I'm actually drinking Kool-Aid, fruit punch. So I'm trying to get away from soda and drink more tea. So next time I get money, I'm going to try and buy like 24 packs of tea. So that way I'm drinking tea and nothing else. Have you ever liked someone who had a girlfriend or boyfriend? Yes. My first girlfriend, I actually kind of took her from her boyfriend, or she left her boyfriend for me. Have you ever had your heart broken? Yes. By my best friend, but it's not, well, not just by two people. I'd have to say my best friend and my mom. My mom, not really a heartbreak because we can get over it more, but by my friend. But it's not all my fault because I was kind of an asshole to her, so she just stopped talking to me. Have I ever been out of this country? No. I kind of want to say yes because technically, in a way, Alaska isn't part connected to the country, so I don't know. That's confusing. Have I ever done something outrageously dumb? Yes. I stole from Walmart. That's probably the dumbest thing I have ever done, hands down. Have I ever been backstabbed by a friend? No. Because in order to be my friend, or in order to backstab me and be my friend, that I can't put those two words into a sentence, because if you backstab me, you're not a friend. I'm really good at like thinking and stuff, and I'm really good at picking out friends, and I know who you are. And if you backstab me, you're most likely not even my friend in the first place, because I know how to pick out those friends. Have I ever had sex on the beach? No. That does not sound fun at all. Have I ever dated someone younger than me? That's actually funny, because yes, I have. The only girlfriend I've had is younger than me. Have I ever read an entire book in one day? I've actually wanted to do that. I almost did that to the first Harry Potter book, but I actually almost did in the whole night, to be honest, like 3 hours. So, but I just got extremely tired and just like, gotta go to bed. Who was the last person I saw? My friend Mark from college. We had dinner together. Who was the last person you texted? My dad again. Who was the last person you hung out with? Oh man, that's kind of a sad question, because I don't hang out with a lot of people. I'd have to say my friend Eliza Schultz. He goes to college with me, and I hang out with him the most, so he would have to be the last person I actually hung out with. Who's the last person to call me? My mom. Who did I last hug? My friend Eliza Schultz on his birthday. Who was the last person I said I love you to? My mom. Okay, now we're in the where tags. Where does your best friends live? My first best friend, James, lives down in Gold Beach, Oregon, which is about 2-3 hours away from me. My second best friend, Maya, lives in Yachats, Oregon, which is about another 3 hours north. James lives 3 hours south. Where did I last go? If you want to get technical, would be the cafe where I ate. If you want to speak geologically, was my aunt's house in Dallas, Oregon. Where did I last hang out? It's a while ago. It's been over a month. And it was me and some of my friends. We walked around Coos Bay and looked at some glass shops. Where do I go to school? For elementary school, I went to Wolpert Elementary School, the home of the Dolphins. Then middle school, Wolpert Middle School, home of the Pirates. And then high school, Wolpert High School, home of the Fighting Irish. Where's my favorite place to be? The woods. The woods, hiking, fighting fires, or out in the ocean fishing. Where did I sleep last night? My bed. Do I think anybody likes me? Yes. Do I ever wish I was someone else? I don't wish I was somewhere else. I don't wish I was somebody else, but I kind of wish I had a little bit of a better but different personality. Do I know the Muffin Man? The one that lives on Drury Lane? No, I don't know him. Does the future scare me? Yes, it is a very, very scary thing. That's probably the second top thing that stresses me out right now, if not the first. Do my parents know about my blog? My dad, I think, watches my videos, not sure, and my mom, I have no clue. Why are your best friends? Why am I best friends with my best friends? Like I said in one of my previous questions, because they're loyal, they're trustworthy, and they're honest. They are true best friends, and they are the only two best friends I will ever have until we talk to each other and we're like, hey, we got to go separate paths. But those two friends, they hold a very special spot in my heart, and nobody else can take those spots in my heart. So that's why. Why did I get into YouTube? One of my uncomfortable spots is getting in front of cameras and talking to people, kind of doing vlogs like this. So I just figured, do you know what? This is another comfort zone I need to get out of. So I figured I'd do this. Also, I don't have a lot to do in college, so I figured this could just fill up some good free space. Why did my parents give me the name they gave me? My first name, I'm not sure why my birth parents gave me that, but my adoptive family, they gave me the middle name Warren because I believe on my dad's side, my grandma had, I think, a brother that had the middle name Warren. I'm not exactly sure where that came from. And then my last name is because that's my parents' last name. If you could have one superpower, what would it be? Invisible. If you could go back in time and change one thing, what would it be? I think I kind of already previously answered this, and this would be change one thing. It's kind of all just bunched together, but mine and my friend's friendship. I would make it stronger, which I honestly don't think it could be stronger, and then just the way I act. If I was stranded on a deserted island and could bring one thing, what would it be? That I do not know. Probably my best friend James. Would I ever get back together with any of my exes if they asked? Granted, I've only had one girlfriend, and I would have to say definitely yes to that. Would I ever shave your head to save someone you love? I would have to say definitely hell yes, because everybody I love is family, and I've already shaved my head before, so yes, I would definitely, hands down, without a doubt, with no hesitation, I would shave my head to save someone I love. That's kind of a stupid question. I think everybody would say yes to that. One last question. Am I happy with my life right now? I am happy for who I have become, and because of my past of what I've been put through, and I am overcoming fears, as in I'm a structural firefighter and we have to climb ladders and stuff. I've overcame the fears of ladders. I've overcame the fears of enclosed spaces. I would have to say yes. Overcoming the fact that I was a really small dude when I was little, and now I'm a pretty decent, good size for my age. I'm a good weight. I'm healthy. I made it in college, which I never thought I'd make it. So yes, I would have to say I am pretty happy with my life right now. And again, I have two amazing best friends, and I love my family a bunch. Amazing family. And that will be all for today's video. So if you liked the video, throw up a like, because that really helps me out. If you really liked it, subscribe and comment. And I will see you guys later.